Hello, everyone, and welcome to another video. Today, I want to do something a little different. We got to do breaking news. We got to do stuff. We got to be relevant. And something that happened that's relevant to these boys, they just came off a bad loss. And then I think to some people this isn't bad news, to others this is bad news. We'll see what their perspective is. But Mike McCarthy is going to be the Dallas Cowboys head coach for another year. 3 straight 12-win seasons, been to the playoffs all 3 years, but obviously had some pretty disappointing results. I assume y'all have different opinions because Mauricio, I think I know your opinion on it, but hey, maybe John and Lewis, they have different opinions. So let's see how that goes. To Jerry Jones not being emotional, or is it Jerry Jones being too attached to one person, a la Jason Garrett? Y'all tell me. But y'all can go in either order y'all feel. What do y'all think? I'm gonna ask you another question after this, but for this question, what do y'all think about the Dallas Cowboys giving Mike McCarthy another chance in the sun?
I'll go first because I probably do have a different opinion than both Lewis and
Sure.
John. It's not that I wanted to keep Mike McCarthy, but it's just to me it doesn't make sense to just blow everything up. I mean, do we realistically have a shot of running it back and making a run next year? With the way this year ended, probably not. That shit was disappointing.
Humble
Um,
this people.
Probably not. But at the same time, I mean, I'm still saying we're gonna have Dak. Nothing's gonna change there. I don't think anybody's really expecting anything to change there. Um, I can see us changing, hopefully, defensive coordinator, but I don't think I've seen news. I don't think that's gonna happen. So it looks like we're just gonna run it back. We're just
Run it
gonna
back.
run it back.
Run it
And
back.
so at this point, my expectations as of right now for next year
12 wins.
already are zero. I have no expectations. I'm about to pull a page out of Maurice's book. I expect one
Oh,
win.
can't be that
Nah,
humble
nah,
now.
no,
It
no,
can't
no.
be that good.
But obviously, I'm not gonna hype myself up. I mean, from the sentiment that I've seen is from in social media, especially from younger Cowboy fans, is we're just I don't know, we're just done. We don't really care anymore. We're just we
y'all giving up on y'all team? What's going on? What
I'm
you
not
mean?
I'm not gonna give up. I'm not leaving or anything. I'm not searching for a new team, nothing like that. But I'm just gonna watch football. I'm gonna pay attention to the Cowboys. But
That's me
I'm
asking
gonna
that.
watch everybody else equally, I think, next year. Not really just rely on my entertainment of football being just the Cowboys. Um
Mauricio, let me ask you this question: Is this loss compare it to the Green Bay loss in 2014? Like, what does that stack for you? Is this because this loss seems like is affecting your entire
it's
mentality, right?
different. It's different. Like that loss, like you could say they ruled that a catch, which it was, and it will always be a catch. And you cannot tell me otherwise. Go argue with the wall. That loss was it was just like damn, like they took that from us. But here it was just like, bro, we're fucking ass. At home, we're getting put almost 50
Lot.
points put up at home. Like it's just they're just coming in, just punching you in the face. You have nothing to say back. You're not throwing a punch back. Nothing. It was just like it just took the life that was if there was any left. It took that life and just fucking threw it out, man. It was it's a different type of loss. Both fucking terrible losses, but it's definitely different. This one just any hope out of the window.
I'll tell you one thing before someone else go. Mauricio, the reason why this is happening to you, you have three teams: you Spurs, Astros, and Cowboys. And the Victor Wembanyama rigging is what all that plot went there, and it went away from the Astros and the Cowboys. I'm just telling you that right now because that's completely rigged. But y'all got that plot at least. Lewis, John, how you feeling, bro? Like Mike McCarthy.
Jerry Jones is the fucking problem. That's with the Dallas Cowboys.
That I agree with
His
for sure.
whole lineage, sperm, bloodline. That entire Jones bloodline. I've seen the plot. I know what you're all about. You don't mean what you say. You always get up on there. You always go on that fucking terrible ass radio station 105.3 every Tuesday or Monday morning, wherever it is after the game, and you always throw these headliners. You always speak in headliners. That's all you speak. An entire Word document. The text style. That's all he speaks in. It's just headliners. He loves to say. I noticed this too. After the damn Thanksgiving game, he gonna throw in, "Oh, this team is a Super Bowl contender. I can see us winning the Super Bowl this year." Mind you, it's after we played the fucking Commanders on Thanksgiving. Like, did you not expect to win that game or beat the living crap out of them? Because they're a bad football team. I'm just mildly. I'm never gonna. As long as he's alive, I'm never gonna see it. My mother has a Super Bowl. Our fathers, grandfathers, they all have those Super Bowls. But for some odd reason, in this generation, our billionaires are just different from the billionaires in their day. These fools are just greedy, and they just don't mind. They just so out of touch with all the reality, and it's so ridiculous how out of touch this is. You might wonder where is this coming from, Lou? It's coming from the fact that we ain't had a legitimate head coach since Jimmy Johnson. Every head coach,
not Barry Switzer.
Every head coach since Jimmy Johnson has been on one word: a puppet, and that's what they love. This team loves puppets. They hate the loud, go against the grain, whether it be player, whether it be custodian, whether it be ball boy. If you speak up to the Jones family or to this Cowboy and say, "Hey, what are we doing?" You're out. Like, just think of the players they got rid of, y'all. The players we had. Who was out? Who was the last outspoken player we had? Wasn't it Dez? They hurried up and got rid of him. It's so I'm seeing a plot now. Like, all these players that we get. It's you love Dak. You know why you love Dak? Because Dak gonna shut up and stand in line. He's not the animated to go. Oh, I'm tired of this. No, he do what you post. He do what you said do. We're just a different team. We're just not an organization that prides itself on winning first. I've came to that conclusion.
Did I come in during a rant?
Of course
you did.
This whole video is a rant.
Harrison, they're expressing their distaste with the Jones family and Mike McCarthy being a Cowboy for life, because Jason Garrett is a Cowboy for like 9 seasons. Right?
You should never trust somebody with eyes that wide apart with anything in life. I don't even know how he made his fucking billions. It's the meanest thing to say, but it's true. I would never trust an alien with my shit.
We kept Jason Garrett for entirely too fucking long, and it seemed like we're it's the pattern. It's seeming. I just knew it because I thought this was the last year of McCarthy's deal, but as soon as I heard he got 1 year, I was like, oh, they finna, bro, they're gonna keep him. They're gonna keep him. They're gonna let him ride it out, and if we don't go, he may keep him next year. He may sign a little extension. Dak's gonna get paid.
Hey, bro, run it back next year.
Man, Dak is don't get. And you may ask me, why do I want to get rid of McCarthy so much? For question, Jesse, so outside fan looking in, what is your evaluation of McCarthy?
This is my evaluation. He remind me of Bill O'Brien, bro. I tell you why he remind me of my man Bill O'Brien. Because Bill O'Brien was able to beat up on bad teams in a bad division and get all these wins. And y'all similarly would beat up on a lot of teams, and then you'd face some teams. And I thought the Eagles were a good team, and then the Eagles turned out to be like actually really terrible. Mm-hmm. So like that win kind of like evaporates a little bit to me. And Bill O'Brien would be able to do the same thing. But when I really needed him to lock in, have my team ready to play in big games, we would not show up at all every time.
And didn't just lose to big games and big teams. He literally destroyed an organization. So
he did destroy. He gutted me. But even without the GM stuff, I keep playing. I go to the playoffs. I'm facing the Colts in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, we 11-win team, right? I'm like, I understand the Colts can win this game. They're in the division. They have one less loss. But like, why are we down 21-0 and we at home? And I'm like, bro, why are we not like competing here? We face the Bills. We eventually come back. But why are we down 0-16? We face the Chiefs. We down 0-30. I'm like, bro, and then we finally get a lead and we blow it. I'm like, bro, what is up with you? Can you please like, why do we never
Exactly.
show up in these games, bro? That was my beef every time. And
That's
I
how,
think Mike
yeah.
McCarthy, he's similar
That
to me. I
sounds
don't
like
know.
that sounds just like him. Look, I'm gonna read you. These are two coaches. One of them is McCarthy, but another one's is gonna shock you on how similar they are. And when you hear it, you can be like, "What?" So the first coach, his career record is 173 and 102. So he 173 wins, 100 losses, and 2 ties. He's 8-10 in the playoffs, and he also has 1 Super Bowl. The other
I feel like
coach,
it's. Go ahead, keep on.
the other coach is 100. He won 167 games, lost 102, tied twice, and he's 11-11 in the playoffs. So he's 500, and he also won 1 Super Bowl. So what? So you know one of them's McCarthy. What do you think the other coach is?
Is
The
it
dude
Sean
from the
Payton?
Saints.
I was gonna say Sean
No, it's
Payton.
not Sean Payton, which is crazy.
Oh dang. Dang. Okay, that was really going. That
Wait,
was my
is that McCarthy with the Packers?
This is McCarthy with us too. This is all combined. I didn't know he had this many wins either. Yeah, I thought he had a worse record.
Well, who got 1 Super Bowl?
Tomlin?
Who am I missing?
Yep, there you go.
Yeah,
It's
Tomlin.
Tomlin. It's Tomlin, which is
I mean,
crazy.
Tomlin. Yeah, he ain't win. They ain't won a playoff game since 2016.
But you know, and then somebody was saying one is painted as a goat and one is not. It's the way. It's this, just like you said. Just the things I hate about McCarthy that irks me. Everyone keeps saying, "Well, you can't prepare a team with the penalties and everything." Yes, you can. That's why I wanted a Belichick. I wanted a disciplinarian. Belichick will sit you in a Super Bowl. like he will bench you in a Super Bowl, and then
He's humble, yeah.
like so. I mean, he only McCarthy is the only one who would take this job. I think that's why we came to this conclusion so far. I think Jerry called all these other coaches because this is the most nourishing coaching pool we could come from. But I don't think no one wants to coach for us because when you coach here, there's a lot of things you can't do. Like
A lot of baggage.
I think Vrabel is like your best bet.
No, I don't think Vrabel wants to come here because I think McCarthy was trying things. I don't think McCarthy can be his full self here. I remember he tried things with the watermelons.
Wait,
got painted as a racist.
Is Dan Quinn out yet?
That's what I'm gonna come to that. We're gonna circle back to that
Because
too.
I'm going to say Dan. I mean, if McCarthy wasn't keeping his job, Dan Quinn would be promoted most definitely.
No, he's. I'll get back to that.
Cowboys fashion.
No.
The thing
You're
is,
right. You're right.
They gotta shake some up. Some gotta get shooken. That's really all I.
And it doesn't look like anything's gonna be shaken.
You can't just bring the top 3 back like that. Dak, one of them gotta go. Dak, McCarthy.
But John, which one
Dan
do you want to
Quinn.
go, John? Which one of those 3 do you want to go the most?
All 3.
All three.
That man done with
three.
that. Man is done with that. You done with that?
I'll put them in a package and you just take them.
I don't even give
Um,
a fuck that I'm driving right now
Martin-
because this is a happy moment for me.
That man, hate is beautiful in his heart.
What is he happy about?
I don't know.
Coach of the
Trying
year
to
getting
cook
one
him
and
out.
done? What?
Hey, I want to show y'all. Let me show y'all this video. Let me show you. I'm curious what y'all think. This is Cam Newton. I know y'all have beef with Cam Newton, but I want to see like what do you think about this? I saw this on Twitter. Let me see if I pull it up real quick for y'all. I'd like to just so I can see, so y'all can see this. Let me put the volume up, and yeah, let's go. Tell me if y'all can y'all hear this?
Cam Newton has a podcast. Newton, of course, was a tremendous player.
Don't give me no backhand compliments. Don't do
No,
that.
because he said, yeah.
I'm not playing. Haven't played 2 or 3 years.
Cam Newton with a worse career than Dak Prescott. They were able to pull up the stats. Let's just
So
take a
press
glance,
pause
shall
right
we?
there. I was a dual threat quarterback. Add in rushing yards.
Rushing touchdown.
Add in rushing touchdowns.
Because who's number 1 as a quarterback?
They try to manipulate the narrative. Instead of speaking about what I said, they try to poke at the person. Jason, if I were to do my research on you personally, failed situations, got fired from a job, dropped out of college, if I really were to do that, then I will be evil.
You're the bully.
I'm the bully, or I'm bitter.
Mhm.
Let's go to the
No,
clip.
I
where he's-
remember it comes to like narratives. I know you were talking about narratives when it comes to like Deron Bland and all. But I mean, like, I remember I asked, like, who would you rather have, Cam or Dak? And I'm like, I think Maurice, he picked Dak. Y'all picked Dak. I picked Cam because Cam, MVP of the league one year, was able to get to the Super Bowl. Didn't win the Super Bowl, but was able to just show me a little more in the postseason. But I don't know, like, what is
How
the
many
narrative?
times,
Obviously,
though,
how many times he what?
like showed you in the postseason? Was it just that one run?
It
or
was
what?
that one run. That's my thing
I
with
mean,
Cam, bro. Cam.
We seen Jalen Hurts had that run as well. So it's
Like,
like,
it's a different run though.
it
I
was a
say it's
different run.
different
He
'cause-
was on something
but
that year.
if it's
Yeah.
only one run,
Yeah, he's only
No,
on
but
one
like,
run.
you look at Jalen Hurts' run. You say it's Mickey Mouse, and you look at Cam when he faced the Seahawks,
Yeah,
the Legion
that
of Boom
was good.
Seahawks, and he faced the Cardinals, won 13 games. Like he lost in the Super Bowl, yeah. But
Yeah,
that run is fire. Like
I'm
a
not
lot of people
even
only get
blaming
one
him.
run.
I'm
Nah,
just,
he got
I'm
waxed
saying,
in the Super Bowl.
I really don't remember his career like that.
He got
I'm not gonna
waxed.
lie.
Let's
But is it
start
like,
there.
I mean,
He was
how
electric.
many deep playoff runs do we have?
He's been to the playoffs a good amount of times, but he had one like he been to the divisional round a couple times, but he went to the Super Bowl once.
Is it crazy
Was
for me
Super
to say
Bowl
that
one?
he was he was a borderline game manager as well?
I don't know, because it's the like his passing. Dak's a better passer, more accurate.
That's the only
But
thing
he
why
had-
that's the only reason why I wouldn't take Cam, because I know Cam is just not an accurate passer. He called him.
But if
I
you-
hate.
like-
This is the thing I hate with the NFL and people who think they know football. Y'all quick to name quarterbacks who can run dual threat, but you don't understand. Dual threat means you're good at both running and passing. Not you were accurate one year and then you hurt your shoulder and you couldn't throw again. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
it did hold him.
I
Carolina
mean,
hold him. and
I
then-
understand he got hold. Like he didn't get the Tom Brady treatment. I think he would have had a long career, Tom Brady treatment, because they were, he's a tall, big black quarterback, 6'6", 260. So he never got any roughing the passer calls, and they just let him hit all types of ways. I understand that they're showing his career, but at the same time, like, what is this? What are you coming for? Like my thing is he thinks he was a game changer. I don't believe that. You can't.
You don't believe it?
No, he had a great defense behind him. He had Luke Kuechly, and he had what was the other runner? Thomas Davis. I mean,
Thomas Davis.
He
got good credit. Like he
that
threw
year.
to Ted Ginn Jr. He threw his best receiver, Ted Ginn Jr.
He had Steve Smith at the end of this.
Not that year. Not that year.
And,
Not that year. Not the Super Bowl year. The Super Bowl year, he had Ted Ginn, his number one receiver. I forgot his name.
I said at the beginning. I said at the beginning of the season, at the beginning of the career.
Of his
beginning
career,
of the
but,
career. Yeah.
But I say like it's just for like moments. I think the only thing to me, like with quarterback, it just comes to moments, right? Because I know, John, you talked about moments. Like Dak last year when he faced San Francisco, he got the ball and see what he can do with the ball. And like when you have those moments, it determines a lot. Like, what are you? Because Lamar Jackson has to prove, and he could prove it obviously this week. Like, can he take over those moments? But Dak, I believe he's had one time in the postseason. I think that Seahawks win. I don't know what the context of that, but I think he had a moment there. But like,
no, that wasn't it either, because I think Zeke had a very good game in it, but Dak, he scored the game-winning touchdown. Like, so
yeah.
I honestly look, if we keep Dak, Dak is not the Superman quarterback. He is not. He's barely a franchise quarterback. Honestly, I'm keeping it being. I'm done like protecting him. At the same time, me done protecting him, I'm going to start giving quarterbacks in the league a harder. Like I'm going to be extra hard on him. I'm not going to take any shit. I'm done to being, oh, he got potential. Oh, he had this back. No, they got you up there. I'm gonna hold you to them expectations, because at the same time, my quarterback was held to those expectations, and he didn't show anything to anybody. They just did it because, and their excuse was, you got a star on your helmet, which is the dumbest excuse in the world, in my opinion.
And on top of that, we comparing them to number one overall pick.
Like that's the thing, and I really do hate that. I mean, Dak is like, Dak has traits, but we understood like how his ceiling was. We were the thing is, this was his best year, and this like we're still trying to find ways to criticize him. Now I'm done. I think the thing is with Dak is too much. He's too much of a savior. Or a wannabe savior. That's his problem. That's what's happened in this game. The first drive, him and we'll talk about me. CD and him going at it, and his response to it is to force it in there. And when Dak really cares, because he really cares about the players on his team. When he really cares, he'll try to do anything and take over. And when he starts pressing, that's when we start getting the Dak that everyone talks about, like this ass. That's the worst Dak, when he starts pressing, throwing the interception when clearly he's getting ready to get jumped. So I think if we can keep level-headed Dak and just get more weapons so he doesn't have to press when CD is getting angry on the first drive, we'll be okay. I mean, we have no other option we can go to, but yeah, we're gonna have to really this in order to even envision winning a Super Bowl with Dak. We will have to stack this team like a stacked defense or another premier running back, Zeke in his prime.
And the thing is too, I'm like Dak isn't. I know a lot of people say Dak, sucks. Dak is this. Dak is that. I'd never say like Dak. He lead your team. He'll be on another team. Be a starter on another team. Obviously, the Dallas pressure is high because America's team. The Super Bowl. Like the expectations for a Super Bowl every single year for y'all. So the expectations are extremely high. But I never think Dak is terrible. But I know Dak is not that guy in terms of he's gonna be the guy who takes you, puts the team on his back type of guy. There's not a lot of those players that exist, but he's not gonna be one. You know what I'm saying?
But
Lamar Jackson,
honestly,
Patrick Mahomes, those are the guys, huh?
He's like a tier 2,
honestly,
tier 3 guy.
I think he's capable, but I just don't see it happening.
Not with the
I
starting.
feel like you gotta have
And he got no plot.
take away the players. I think you need coaching. I think that's where the deficiency is. Because even if you look at some of the plays with the Packers, okay, I know they were wide open and old boy was throwing off his back foot and stuff like that. But what kind of plays are you calling? That's now to go back to your question from earlier. Out of the three, who would I want to eliminate first? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Mike McCarthy because I feel like if you bring in the right coaching style, you bring in a coach that can put you in certain plays, and we seen Mike McCarthy do it in the regular season. But now you had three opportunities. Yeah, I think it's third year. You had three opportunities, and in each opportunity you fell short. If we look at the first time with San Francisco, they ran a QB draw, bad execution, and then the next year, the picks, and Dak still had an opportunity. So out of those three, I mean, it will have to be Mike McCarthy, Dak, then Dan Quinn. I know Dan Quinn coached a terrible game, but his two playoff games, from what I've seen, and turning our defense around, it's still pretty solid. This game was horrible, but at the same time, our defense kind of been shaky this whole year. We have an all pro at QB. We have a 36 wins in 3 years coach as the head coach. So maybe our defense wouldn't reel so much if our offense went down and scored. That can help them relax. All right, cool. Calm down. We got Dak. We're gonna be all right. Just like with the Chiefs, okay, their defense, not now, but in the past, their defense gave up a lot of touchdowns and stuff like that. All right, we still got Mahomes. That's what we supposed to have here with Dak. And I'm not saying he gotta go score 48 points. That's crazy. But if you scoring as well, now you putting pressure on Jordan Love. Now you putting pressure on the coach at Green Bay. Now you got to make sure you drawing up plays and matching, because coming into the game, everybody knew at home we have a high powered offense. So that's why they wanted to get the ball first. They wanted to get the ball first and say, you know what, we can compete with you guys. And that's when we needed Dak and Mike McCarthy to go out there and say, nah, y'all can't compete with us. And Jesse, like you're saying with the Seahawks, that's what we needed out of him. And this is your moment. Now the 49ers, I can give you grace because it's a great defense. They're a great team. So that's understandable losing to them. But I can't give you any grace with the Packers. So at that point, I'm ready to blow everything up. I don't care if you're saying that, well, you're gonna start all the way over. I mean, to me, not making the playoffs is better than what we just did. At least I don't have my dad texting me saying stuff. Yeah, he said some wild stuff. So at least I don't have that. At least I don't have Stephen A laughing at us, going on Twitter and he doing his little notorious laugh and
Do you watch
Shannon
those?
Sharp, huh?
I
Do you watch those?
No,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
watch
watch
those. Yeah.
him.
I
But
don't watch E
that's
ESPN.
the thing. I got my cousin send me.
Nah.
I got my cousin sending me clips. Bro, I told him I'm like, hey, I'm not on Twitter right now, and he gonna don't send me the clip. I don't want to see it. I got random people calling me that I haven't talked to in 10 years. Ah man, I'm just calling to check up on you, see how you been, bro. I'm good right now. Just let me relax. Let me, you
That's
know.
low key kind of lame, bro.
That's what I'm saying. At least if I
That's
don't make the playoffs,
lame.
I don't. But every year I make the playoffs and I get the same results, bro. There's not a
That's
better year.
insanity.
That's the
I've never seen a
definition
year
of
like
sanity.
this year. It's everything set up in our favor. Like literally, I never seen anything like this. The way it all the chips fell in our favor, and
Well,
to
that's
go
a
out
lot.
there, and even if they lose to the Packers, which I would have been fine with,
You didn't
but
fight. You
it's
didn't fight.
always how do you lose, bro?
You
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 got bullied in your own
you
house.
got
Yeah.
bullied. You
So
got bullied.
how you
And
lose matter more than anything. And Jesse, I know
Yep.
you asked Mauricio earlier about which one was worse, and why we disassociating ourselves from the Cowboys after this loss out of the 2014 loss. Well, the 2014 loss, that was refs. That was our best unit didn't get the ball back. You know, our defense was shaky that year. So our best unit, which was our offense, they never got the ball back and had an opportunity to go down there and win the game. So we left when I left that game, I left feeling like, man, if our offense would have got a chance. When I left this game,
Yeah.
what chance did we
No,
have? We got beat on special
no hope.
teams, we got
Yeah.
beat on offense, we got beat on defense. And every
All
year,
three
like
phases.
yeah, all three phases. Like there was nothing left for me to be like, okay, well, we can build on it next year. Last year, okay, we lost to the 49ers. They're a great team. All right, it was a close game. We could build on it. You know, this was the year we built up the first 2 years, and this was the year we finally were supposed to push past them. Now, if we'd have went and played the 49ers and it came down to like a last second call and Christian McCaffrey, big play or something like that, if it would have came down to that, then I would have been like, you know what? I still wouldn't want that, but I'll be like, you know what? All right, man. I would make it would make sense. But why are you giving him his job after? Just at least think about it. Go think about Bill Belichick. Go think about Mike
yeah,
Vrabel.
he didn't think
Go
no
think about
time.
those guys, bro. You telling him
Fuck.
to? I don't know, bro. That to me,
Damn.
it just don't make sense. Like, what do what do you want to accomplish? Um, and keeping Mike McCarthy, like it's 3 years in a row, bro. It's like fool me once, shame on me.
Shame on
Fool
you.
me twice.
They put the
I mean,
blame
yeah,
on you.
fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame
Fool
on
me
me.
twice,
Third
shame on
time,
me.
you
Fool me
come on.
3 times. F the
So
peace
this,
sign.
this, I
That,
mean, the fourth
it's
time
over.
we need to like, no,
Cold world.
I don't know, cause I don't know what we can change. Like we maxed out this year. I don't see us getting no better unless well, Trayvon Diggs will be back, and
Make a big trade or
is
something.
he a
You might
48-point swing? He
Hey,
might.
that. But I'll tell you this though. This is how plot. This is how I see plot. Right. There are moments in time where I see like a team, right, and this is the best moment a team has. And if they don't take advantage of this moment, they're never getting it again. A couple examples. When people Atlanta, when they blew that lead, they like Atlanta, like, we'll be back next year. We'll get I said, y'all not ever returning. I'm telling you right now, this was it. I told Harrison when Baker Mayfield had the ball in Kansas City and Patrick Mahomes not playing, you down 5. That defense ain't insane. That's you can do this. That is your shot. If you don't take advantage of it, they never going back. Baker Mayfield get traded like 2 years later. There are moments in time when the Texans blew that lead. I said, that's it. There's no way. But look, this thing with plot though, they build you up to
No,
set you
no,
down
keep
because
keep keep going on that. You said never again. So are you saying that now?
no, the Deshaun Watson and Bill O'Brien version of
Oh,
Texas is
okay.
done. Yes, I'm
Uh,
talking about the
But but
unit. I
but
ain't talking
but
about the team. I'm
is
talking
y'all
about the
plot
Matt
back?
Ryan. We'll see. You trying to get the wrong person? We
I'm
see.
not talking about for this game. I'm not talking about for this game. I'm saying in general. Because to me it seemed like the Texans plot is back. You
I mean,
struck
hey,
out with CJ.
it's rising. But regardless of it
How's it not
rising,
back? You just won a playoff game.
I know we done that before.
It's back.
you
You trying to
expected
get you trying
With
not
a
to
even
rookie?
to win the division.
No,
wait, wait,
just
wait.
I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm just saying like it's
No, I
back.
got you.
So
I got you.
I'm
Before you
glad you
troll.
just gave us hope. Next year we back. And
Well, he said it.
Casey,
I ain't say
get the
nothing.
word out to
That man,
Casey.
that man, I ain't
Get the
say
word
nothing.
out to
I
Casey.
said he
We
did that
still
early.
them boys.
He did that early. He said it's fine. The
Yeah.
thing is, there are moments in time, like when the Rockets were up 3-2 to Golden State. We ain't take advantage of that. It was never gonna happen. This is one of the moments. Like Dallas, I literally like this was it to me. Like y'all making the conference championship. The Eagles are self-imploding to a degree I have never seen before in my life. And not only are they self-imploding, the NFC was not very hard. It was very top-heavy. The only teams that were really relevant was y'all, the 49ers. The Eagles they're not really
And the
relevant. I'm
Lions.
sorry. They were just and the Lions got no plot when they go to Dallas.
That's
So
why I
that's
was so angry. Like that's why
Yep.
I wanted McCarthy gone
That's why we
because
blowing it up.
the reason you
Nah,
mean
y'all
to tell
keep
me
it
the
respectful.
reason why you got blown out is because you wasn't prepared.
That's
You
tough.
wasn't
That's your
you
job
wasn't
to do.
prepared.
That's
That's what
his
you that
job
was
to
your
prepare
job to
you.
do.
But
Watch
this is
film,
who you
go
want to
to
be.
practice, and prepare. That's why I'm calling for Dan Quinn's head really before Mike McCarthy because you're over here taking fucking interviews and shit, and then you just turn it in some homework that you did right before the class started.
Hilarious. And that's the thing though. Like when you look at this, the fact that it builds you
But
up to
that's
set
why
you
I
down.
blame Mike McCarthy more though.
No, I blame
Because if
Dan
you
Quinn
like
because let
at
me
the
tell you
end of
why. You gave up 50 fucking points. You
they didn't give up
you
50 though.
they
Some of
gave
those
up
came
50.
off pick
Oh,
sixes, some of those came off a turnover and
Man,
stuff like that.
they literally scored on the first 6 out of 7 possessions. 6 out of 7. 6 out of 7. So you can't stop anything. And it not even that. The whole energy was going out of the whole arena or dome in
the
AT&T.
second quarter.
The first drive when they just ran through you like
Oh yeah.
tissue paper. Like
But
and I'm
that's how we
respect all
always start though.
no, I'm always
That's a
no.
normal start for us.
Respect
We
to
come
Jordan
out,
Love,
they
but like
score, and then we get a stop going forward. And we did.
watch
They
this San
scored the
Francisco
first
game.
drive. We got a
Watch
punt
you
the next drive.
watch the San Francisco game. Because San Francisco is gonna do what a team what they're gonna take care of. Let me tell you, let me be honest with you. Green
Yep.
Bay barely deserved to be in this playoffs. Like I'm
Last week.
they barely deserve to be in this playoffs. Green and San Francisco's gonna show you what a team that barely belongs in the playoffs. What are you supposed to do with it? You
And
supposed
Smitty gonna show you what's up to.
he gonna show me. But you know, I have all respect to them because they do what they supposed to do. Like Mike
They're showing up for their
Kyle
job.
Shannon's gonna show up for his job. He knows what he's going for. Everybody else in the whole Cowboys arena don't know. That's why I want you going. You got fed because y'all know y'all heard it. Y'all heard the 3-letter. You heard Fox, CBS. You heard ESPN hyping up how you were 16-0. This is a record-breaking season at home. You heard it and you just coasted. I
Set
wish
you
they
up.
never said that.
Set
I
you
wish
up,
they
bro.
never said that. And I saw it,
They
and
set
that's why I want Dak going, bro. Dak, I believe you a great quarterback, but you
I agree.
cannot handle pressure.
Wow.
You cannot handle it. The moment the Eagles lost and they gave up the you know because I think we would have got further if we would have went to Tampa Bay because it would have been like,
Oh, for
well,
real.
we ain't got
Mm.
no
Interesting.
it's
That's
I
interesting.
mean hindsight is 2020, but I'm just thinking about the mindset of them because they were like, well, we ain't got home field, so we going in here, we got to do something. Not rather than, oh man, we got this. This is the Packers. They barely got in. We 16-0 at home. We finna be 17-0. You got comfortable, and that's
Yeah.
why I want you going
They
because
look very, very unprepared to
it was
like
just crazy, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I expect this from high schoolers. I don't expect this from pros. I don't.
Hey,
This
Mauricio,
is
you
your
want to keep
job.
everybody, right? Mauricio, you want to keep everybody. You found keeping everybody.
I said I don't want to keep everybody, but I didn't expect anybody to be gone. That just to be
that's
clear,
crazy.
I want Dan Quinn gone.
because I know how Jerry Jones operates, and he doesn't just blow situations up like that up.
Yeah.
Richard
He
Sherman
has
said,
he has this situation where he's comfortable. He's
He's
always at the top. He's
gonna
always
do
at his
whatever it
puppets.
takes. Yep, he's gonna do whatever
And
it
so
takes to keep
he's at his situation. He's comfortable. The team is where he wants it, and I knew he wasn't gonna get rid of anybody. And that's
Let
what
me-
it's.
I'll agree
I
with
don't
that, but the only
anticipate it.
thing about this loss is like
But I want
this
them
is
gone, for
literally the
sure.
worst loss we have ever seen. Like as a Cowboys fan, this is literally the worst loss. And when you like based off of everything, like so even the points, take the points out because if we lost like this to San Francisco, it'd have been like, all right, whatever. It's who we lost to, it's what we had in place, and it's where we could have went. When you add all of that stuff
Yeah.
in, This is literally the worst. This is the worst loss I've ever seen. This is
John,
worst
do you see
collapse
how I feel?
I've ever
You
seen
saw
from a
how I feel,
playoff team.
John. You see how I feel because you like make fun of me with a 24-0, and I saw Tennessee in front of me. But you see how I feel when you look like, oh, I got this. I have a moment in front of me. It's like the light is right there, and it shuts closed like it make you really question your life. Like, why do I invest so much of my heart
But
into this?
but see, no, y'all's was worse. I'm not gonna tell you because
I don't
remember
know.
I told you 2019. I'm
I
not,
don't know.
honestly, bro. I'm more disappointed than I am shocked. This is who our team is. This is the moment. This is why Mauricio is taking a step back because now we have to actually embrace. Now I have to admit, Stephen A, you right, bro. What
Tough.
can go wrong is gonna go
Will
wrong.
go wrong.
This was
That's
that
bad
moment.
plot.
Man,
But am I
he's not right,
surprised?
bro. He's not
No,
right. You know, you know why he's not right.
Toes down.
No.
Toes
This is
down.
why he's not
Please help
right.
me
I think
understand why he's not right.
because I believe Jerry Jones, bro, this fool is power. He loves this. He loves being at this point. He loves how, bro, Jerry Jones is feeding him the script for us. So I don't commend Stephen A for somebody who's trying to, you get what I'm saying? He's trying to manipulate the narratives to his liking. Like so now we're gonna hear about the Cowboys. I guarantee you they ain't talking about none of the matchups this week. He's feeding him information.
Man,
He's feeding.
look,
He's just giving them stuff to material.
I don't care. I care about results. And the results is every time we have an opportunity to go and do something, we don't. That's all that matters. Yes, he pushing his narratives, which is kind of weak. And no, I didn't see any segments on the Texans, which was extremely weak. But the point is, you got point A, you got point B. Are we making it from point A to point B? No, we're not. And like you said,
I
what
think
go
the
wrong,
only
what can go wrong, will go wrong. And he's been right.
the only segment I got a Stroud versus Love segment. It's just that was the key one, the young QBs.
And
But I
we
wanted to
know
ask
how
y'all this
that
question.
went.
I want, yeah, they probably said Love. Well, they said, well, I don't know. I'm gonna ask you this question. Y'all win 12 games next year. What are y'all thinking? Like, if y'all are a 12-win team, 12-5 next year, what is y'all? What are y'all?
I am judging the
First
season
round
off.
exit.
I am judging the season off 3 games versus the Ravens, Niners, and I think it's one more game. Those games I'm paying attention to.
We
Hard
play the
game.
Texans too.
Only think first round exit. If you fight and you go something, then I might think about looking at the Kool-Aid. But that I'm only judging you by the big games now. Because that's what I heard somebody say today. That Dak, Mike McCarthy, they love beating up on people who's on other weight classes. We can't compete in our own weight class. We always want to beat up on the mid to no contenders. As soon as a serious contender to come in there, we fold, curl with our tail up on our legs. It's the same. Well, we thought we were prepared. Man, shut the fuck up, Mike McCarthy. Like literally, shut up. Because I'm tired of hearing the same shit, bro. I am. I'm not gonna get emotionally invested for you. It's bad for me. I'm not gonna do this every year. I'm not.
But so,
You're
are y'all less defensive now? Because I feel like we told you something like this. Like, you beat up on these teams and then you face the harder teams. But I feel like y'all a little less defensive now. Because if I say that now, if I say that 5 weeks ago, y'all would shoot me down. If I say
I'm
that now, I
saying
think
that because we didn't believe that they're trying to do this. Like the Cowboys are trying, they're actively trying to be like this. Like purgatory, Jerry Jones loved being in purgatory. I think that makes him the richest.
that's good. I mean, it's decent in the terms of like y'all always come back every year. Y'all are relevant. Y'all make the playoffs. When y'all lose, still a lot of money gets poured in because y'all the most talked about team consistently when y'all lose, right? So, I mean, I see the business side of it, but obviously it ruins your fan base. But y'all will always love the Cowboys regardless, because y'all. One thing I tell about y'all are loyal. Y'all will stay with y'all team all the time, and y'all will always next year. I don't know what's gonna happen next year, but if y'all start 8-3 and something like that, I'm gonna tell y'all before you say something. Mauricio, your face when he said it that first time, you were like, your eyes darted. And I'm like, I've been trying to see Casey because if he say something, I gotta like stay silent and just hope that it just doesn't kill me. And Lewis, you had that hour rant. I ain't never let Casey go 1 hour straight. That man lose at a 1 hour rant. I said that's GG's, but I know ain't no way that plot going. That's terrible, but that plot going away.
But
But
honestly,
you know,
that's really what I hate the most about them. Like always failing. I hate the narratives that people push.
they
That
always
just
come up.
irks me. I'm not gonna lie. Those narratives and then those stupid stats that they be having, or oh, you haven't won since Google was invented. Like,
Oh, who's that? Is Shannon Sharp said that? I know you
no,
heard that from someone. Is it
Stephen A.
Stephen A. or
said
Shannon?
that. Yeah,
Stephen A. says that. Yeah,
that's not the
that was
exact. He said something like that, but
that was
I'm
funny.
sorry,
applies
like
to
see,
the 49ers too.
I don't respect like no other fan bases fans except you. Just you're loyal, even though you do your prosper, But other teams, like I hate NBA fandom, and I hate
He
teams
fell
who
off
try
the
to
beard.
do NBA fandom in the NFL. Like they jump from team to team. Why y'all still be fans for them? Because like, what are you? I'm supposed to just be a fan where like when we're high, like I'm supposed to be.
It's
I'm
not
just
how it
supposed to be.
works.
It's not like I'm supposed to be not confident in my team, like, and then you can't you come and flip on my head. I hate the y'all. Some of y'all wait for us to like f up, and then you come
Then
and
they then they
you make
want
a
to talk
joke.
up.
Yeah, you want to make a mockery on it. You want to wait, and I find that kind of like dog. Something wrong with you, and you kind of lame. And it's like every year, and I keep seeing TikTok videos. The Cowboys ain't never won. Like, bro, okay, we understand we ain't got a Super Bowl, but like I said, do not forget like the history. We ain't got it right now. And the way you're talking is like everybody else been it, and we just the only ones who haven't been there, which is completely false. Honestly, the truth. But yeah,
No way. Be another year. Hopefully, next year we'll see what happens. I don't know if y'all be this is a humbling moment. I don't know if next year y'all be. I feel like I don't know. The humbleness is beautiful, but I don't know. Maybe week 10 is gonna go away. So you gonna win one of these games, and week 10 is gonna go away.
Probably.
And then I'll be
Look,
like, wait a minute,
the
guys. Wait,
humbleness is
they had the
dependent on who's in
Niners.
front of us. If
If the
Casey was
Niners,
here, the humbleness it probably wouldn't be there. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, some people
It
they get
depends
out
who's
of.
in front of us. Because at the end of the day, we not gonna let y'all talk about our team. Like we still gonna defend our team.
Yeah.
Like Jesse, if you were saying like little slick jokes and stuff, then you would be getting something else. Or like even Harrison, like when he tried to drop in and say, "I'm loving this," bro.
The
You
happiest
took the L
moment.
just
Bro,
like us. You
you've been
you
taking an
got
L
caught
your
with a beard.
entire existence. Your whole existence
Come
is a
on,
big
bro.
fat L.
The
your,
Browns,
your
Dookie
whole
Brown.
existence. Your colors
Come
are
on, bro.
brown and orange. The color of like literally. Don't get it twisted.
He hopped on the pod and the smell went somewhere. Like come on, bro.
I mean,
It smelled
I mean,
different
look,
when he hopped on.
Don't keep saying that. When he
I
come
learned.
on, like,
Look,
what's that smell?
that is funny. That is funny.
Dookie.
I tell you, like 2019 me was a different man. I've matured. 2019 I was very toxic, as you know. It was very back and forth, but I saw how my plot unwinded. It was some of the worst plot I ever seen. So I say, you know what?
Beautiful
We in this
football.
situation again. I bet it was for you, boy, but this situation I'm back. So in this situation now, I've realized I'm gonna stay humble. And me staying humble, you look at all the teams we talked about this year. Like all the teams we talked about, everyone had their moments. Even Maurice, even though John, you like psyched him into saying this is our year, and that just ruined him completely. He took some of that cowboy plot and it's the man towards Achilles immediately because the Jets plot's already terrible. But all the the Broncos and they issues, when my man Xavier was clowning y'all for losing the Cardinals, and we ain't telling him about the listening thing. The very next week he loses the Cardinals. I said, boy, this plot, this plot's stuff crazy. Y'all's plot and everybody here, Cleveland, when they said we got the number one defense, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Honestly, I don't see how y'all beat us, et cetera, et cetera. And I kept telling him, like, bro, we got a CJ Stroud, you play Case Keenum, like this may be a different game. And he ain't listened to me. I'm just saying, with all that, I'm gonna stay humble. Good season for all y'all. We'll see what happens this week for me. But hey, Mike McCarthy gonna be the coach next year. I know, John. I feel like you want the team to be terrible. Maybe it's time for y'all just have a terrible season, win 2-3 games, and then y'all can really change up stuff. Sometimes you just need a bomb season, just season to bomb
I
everything
just
and
need
just
a
change
plot
everything.
buster. That's it. Someone who can come in and bust up plot. And I think that's not Bill O'Brien, Bill
Phil
Belichick.
Bryant,
I mean,
you get Phil Bryant, boy.
the only other person would be Mahomes,
Well,
and bro, we not getting him. So bring in Bill. Like,
Caleb
what do you got
Williams.
to lose? You know what I'm saying?
But hey,
Only
William going to
thing,
Atlanta.
I'm pretty sure we'll go from however many penalties we had. They'll get cut in half. They'll go down to 10%. Why are you getting a catcher's interference on a punt in your own 10? I mean, in their 10. Like, come on, bro. It's just
I
little stuff
literally,
that they don't be.
I literally
Just
tweeted. I
little
said,
stuff, man.
is Sam Williams mind a brick? That's what I literally tweeted when he did that. That was the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life, bro.
Yeah, and against the Bills when he ran into the kicker, which was a bad decision. I respected that because at least you trying to it makes sense to try to block the kick. I mean, block the ball and block the punt. But at this point, like, what do you gain by even being by him?
He's done that every year.
What you think he about to drop the ball or something? Even go for the ball. Why are you going for the player? So that was an extra 10 yards. So it's just little stuff like that. Like, come on, bro, y'all not thinking. And Bill Belichick, get him right. Mike Vrabel should get him right.
Hey,
I mean, to the conference, AFC, the year that man.
I know, like, he like to bring that back up. See, he's slick though, John Slick, but I stay humble because I know I need to keep. I gotta keep my heads forward. I keep my head forward. So, hey, I guess better luck next year, guys. Obviously, you got Mike McCarthy. We'll see if the plot changes, but it depends on a lot of things. So, hey, if the plot don't change, it's literally insanity if the plot don't change. So, y'all keep doing what y'all do, and me, I'll see what I do. Casey, see him next week. I don't know what version of Casey. I think Casey still be toxic
when it's
even if we lose.
convenient.
But we'll see what happens if we win. That's a big if though. But hey, for more, extra podcasts, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000. We're almost at 600. So make sure to hit the subscribe button. Make sure to leave a like. Helps the algorithm a lot. And we're going to catch you guys on the next video. For the Cowboy haters, I guess you can have fun for this video. I don't know. But hey, Cowboy fans, come on to this. Yeah, we need Cowboy fans here too. I need, we got 3 Cowboy fans, and that's the majority of our population.
Let me know what y'all think.
So yeah, put the comments down below what you think about Mike McCarthy. We'll catch you guys on the next video. We're out of here. Peace.